Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys for hopping on today. My name is Hadiat Tudumboya, aka your Secret Shopper CEO, aka Hadi's Got You, and I am here to share with you my favorite side hustle. And if you've ever spent any time with me, you know that I like to make money. I believe I am a money magnet, and opportunities and money just be falling in my lap. And so my job today is to teach you how this could potentially be one of the side hustles that you have. I want to make sure that I tell you this. I'm not telling you to quit your job sucks, what you're doing is a bad idea. I'm just saying everybody likes extra. So put extra in the chat for me if you like extra. I am an extra type of person, okay? And so I like extra money all day. I like additional streams of income, and I like to meet new people, and this is something that will allow that to happen. Here's how this masterclass works. I am going to share my screen with you, go through what this is, how it works, and then you get to make a decision if you want to spend more time and really do something with it. Here's what I'll let you know. I've done this for 14 years, which I'll go through, but I've had times where I made a little bit of money and times where I made a crazy amount of money, upwards of $1,000 in a day before. Okay. Like that's not an everyday type of situation, but it has happened so that you know that it is possible. And so as I share these slides with you, if you have questions, put it in the chat. If you try to interrupt me, I want you to understand the way my ADD is set up, we will never get this done. So put it in the chat. I'm gonna come back to it at the end. I'm gonna get you all the way together so you know what's going on. Cool deal? All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen with you beautiful people. We will have some fun. Bing, bam, boom. And when you see it, just tell me that you can see the screen so I know that y'all see what's happening. You definitely don't see the screen because I think I just got rid of the Zoom. Oh, no, no, no. It is working maybe. Let me see. Thought I just got rid of it, but I totally got rid of the Zoom, so you're gonna see it. So 1 second.
Recording in progress.
Perfect. Now I could share the screen. I literally closed it out, so I wasn't going to be sharing with you. So we'll try this again. When you see it start sharing, just be like, girl, I see it. We see it, we see it, we see it. Perfect. I think you do because I see it too. So let's have some fun so you can know the secrets to successful secret shopping with me. I've been doing this for a long time. Let me tell you quickly how I got started, why I got started. I came back here 14 years ago to take care of my brother who was getting his hips replaced. I've done marketing and PR for athletes for a really long time, and I put some of my clients down and I told myself, I want to just find a way to make money. So, guys, for real, I just went online and I was like, ways to make extra money. This was 14 years ago before side hustle was the thing. And I fell upon secret shopping. And, as I fell upon secret shopping, I didn't even know if it was a real thing or not, but I bumped my head. I fell upon a lot of scams. And since then, I've made well over $100,000 doing this on the side, not in a year. So don't take it as that. But I've definitely made a significant amount of extra money doing this. Okay. I've completed thousands of shops. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I do believe in having multiple streams of income. I'm an organ donor, and I'm telling you that because I want you to understand my heart behind everything that I do is to continuously serve and help other people win in life. Sometimes I make 500 in a day, and sometimes I'll make $500 in a month. Now you've got to understand like why I created this, so you'll understand who I am behind this, right? I believe that you deserve to make money on your own terms without needing a second job. If you feel like any of these apply to you, say yeah, like me too. I believe that you deserve to earn money every day. Like if you're a true money magnet, then money falls in your lap and so do opportunities. I believe that you deserve great customer service wherever you go. I have a friend on here that when I say he gets bothered by bad customer service more than anything else, you know who I'm talking about. And also because secret shopping has changed my life, and now I'm here to show you how to do the same. And when I say change my life, I'm not the girl that's like, oh, life is so different. But here's what it is. In my entrepreneurial journey, I'm 43. In my entrepreneurial journey, I have been blessed to start making six figures in my early 20s, working with athletes, starting my own businesses, working for athletes in their businesses, working in a travel club. So I've been blessed to make a significant amount of money. I will tell you, in these last 2 years, life has been drastically different, and I own all of it. I went through a pretty crazy divorce, and with that, my income changed drastically. There were things that I couldn't do, and I had to be very creative as to how I was able to bring money in. And when I say that car notes wouldn't have been paid for, mom's mortgage wouldn't have been paid for if it wasn't for me having this side hustle, a side hustle that allowed me to not have to be a leader, because emotionally I wasn't equipped. um, Also didn't make me have to use so much brain power. Okay. And for me, I just needed something. And so this has been that for me. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing it. So if you're wondering, like, who's this for? Entrepreneurs looking for an easy way to fund their business dreams. So if you got something else, this is great. I'm not telling you, like I said from the beginning, that's not your end all be all. You need to like stop doing what you're doing. I'm not telling anybody that at all. This is for people tired of living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm going to tell you what paycheck to paycheck to me means that you don't have 6 months saved up. I live a different lifestyle where I believe that if you're on your last, you are way past due. Okay. Parents who want to earn money while spending time with their kids. So sometimes people will want to make extra money, but it takes time away from family, full-time employees looking for extra income stream without adding a second job. Anyone who wants to believe that they can make money every day, people who want great customer service wherever they go. And if any of this sounds like you are in the right place at the right time with the right young lady to show you exactly how to make it happen. So I have to let you understand what this is and how it works. And you got to know the history of secret shopping. This is not a new side hustle that Hadiatu fell upon 14 years ago. No, this started in the 1940s, really to measure employee integrity. It expanded in the 1990s because companies were like, what better way to figure out what's going on than sending a real person in and getting real life feedback? Okay. Today, this is a $2 billion industry with thousands of companies hiring mystery shoppers. And yeah, it's completely and totally legit. You just have to be able to find the right kind of jobs that are out there. And most people don't even know how to find those. That is my job, is to help you do that. Okay. So today you're going to learn what secret shopping is, why secret shopping, how does it work, steps to get started. And I want you to always understand that scared money makes no money. Why do I tell you that at the beginning? Because there is going to be an offer for a course at the end. And if you're like, I don't want to spend money to do it, you don't have to, but I want you to know that this is a potential for you to start a business. And so that's going to require you to put something towards it. So, what is secret shopping? Secret shopping, otherwise known as mystery shopping, is a method used by companies to measure the quality of their services or gather specific info. So it's basically you going in to see what the customer service is like, or sometimes there's a specific target, right? So I've done a bunch of shops where they send me into a gas station to see if they make me pay more money when I use a credit card. Okay, so you guys have seen that at the gas stations, right? It's like if you don't spend $3, then you've got to pay another 25 cents to be able to use your card. They literally send me into different locations, gas stations, food places, to see if that's the case. So like that's the target of that shop. I've also gone into places like Tiffany's, as you can see, and they say, listen, when you go in, see if they ask you about what your budget is and what do they suggest to you. So they want to know, like, what are the different suggestions along the way. Okay. And so trained individuals, which will be you when you're done taking my course, you'll evaluate the various aspects of customer experience, providing valuable feedback. Sometimes you'll have to write something out. Sometimes it's like quick yes and no, and take a couple pictures and you get to go. So that's what secret shopping is. It is very fun. You get to pick how you do it. And, let me give you the reasons why I believe it's the best side hustle. Okay. Like, I tell people over and over again that you just have to have one. I don't care what the side hustle is, but you got to have something. Now, I've been in the world of network marketing for 13, got to be 13 years. What day is today? Tomorrow is going to be a full 13 years. And I've made well over $1 million in the industry. Most of the years I've been in the industry, I've made a six-figure income telling people how they could travel the world. Okay. I love it. I'm grateful. It is passive. That's cool. However, sometimes I don't want to deal with people and I needed to have something that was a little bit more flexible. That's why secret shopping has become my favorite. So, flexible schedule, secret shopping allows for a high degree of flexibility. You choose when and where you're going to work, fitting it around your full-time job. So, maybe you've got a commute for your job, you could do some gas station shops along the way. And then your commute to
Mm.
your job could actually be a tax write-off. Ding ding. Diverse amount of opportunities. So, there's online and offline types of opportunities for you. Like I actually called into some storage places and rented a storage unit and called back 20 minutes later and canceled the storage unit and got my money back, didn't leave the house, paid $15. Okay. It's a great income supplement. So I can't say it's going to replace your full-time income because I don't know what you do and I don't know how much time you're willing to put into this, but it's great to be able to have 200, 300, even $1,000 extra a month. Or if you really push, you could potentially have five or $6,000 extra a month. I've had months like that. So it's definitely possible. Free products. So if you like free stuff, say yes. Put it in the chat like yes, 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 yes. Or do you like the money sign or something? I like free stuff. I like free food. I like free getting my nails done. Like I like free experiences. I like free massages. I like free. Okay. And so sometimes you're able to get free things. So that is nice. And last but not least, it's about skill development. Now, everybody has their own career and or profession that is on here right now. And I know all the people that are on here, so you all have that. You have to know in life you're either growing or you're dying. And you've got to continuously push yourself to elevate and escalate in different kinds of ways, right? I had so many of my friends that never paid attention to secret shopping because they're like, they really thought it was beneath them. I'll just, be honest. They didn't think that it was for them. No, I could do my other things, but there are things that you learn from secret shopping. You understand how people operate through secret shopping. If you're in any kind of sales, which I am with my network marketing company, I've literally gotten customers and business partners from me doing secret shopping. So the skill set that you're able to learn from attention to detail to communication and sometimes even analytical thinking to know how do I position this question the right way so that they can't tell I'm a secret shopper? Those are transferable skills. And so all the things that I do will be transferable. That's what this is. So how does secret shopping work? There are thousands, and it's so crazy to even say that out my mouth. There is thousands of secret shopping companies out here. So that's what a MSC is, a mystery shopping company. So a mystery shopping company will be contracted by a client, and then you are contracted by a mystery shopping company. So let me give examples. We'll say Haynes Media is the mystery shopping company, okay? And they would be contracted by Kia, as you guys can see on the picture, Kia, the dealership, or the automobile brand. So Kia would be contracted by Haynes Media, and then Haynes Media would take a job description of what you need to do at Kia and put it on a job board for you, the mystery shopper, to go ahead and apply to. You are a 1099, so you do not work for the mystery shopping company. You are an independent contractor, so there are tax benefits and advantages to that. I am not a tax person. I just know some different things. And so in order to be able to get started with a mystery shopping company, you do have to use your social security or a tax ID number. And you want a new email because they will flood you with job opportunities. And so you don't want to be flooded on your normal email. Now, you just go in and evaluate the location based off of whatever they tell you to do, like whatever they're looking for. For instance, for Kia, I had to send in an online inquiry, waited for somebody to email me back, set up an appointment to go in. I went and test drove a car and I reported on that process. And then if they followed up with me, my Kia dealership shops range anywhere from $70 to $200 to test drive the car. Okay. And so you can see that there's definitely a range in payment even within the same type of job. Now, each one of these jobs will tell you how you get paid. Like some companies pay you once a month, some companies pay you twice in a week based off of what happened a couple of days prior. So
Right.
you've got to make sure that you pay attention to that. Now, never pay to join a mystery shopping company. Okay. And you want to also check if the mystery shopping company is registered. Okay. I'll show you how to do that. Never cash a check, too. Just got to tell you guys that along the way. Now, what kind of shops are available? Now, when I go through these shops, please do not judge. I don't know what I have age. Oh, I took this out. You guys can't even see one of them. I messed up. Okay, well, I'll say it out loud. All right, so what kind of shops are available? Gas station, banks, restaurants, convenience stores, car dealerships, casinos, spas, entertainment apartments, post offices.
You can always
Um,
someone's
one
talking
second.
to
Let me do
you.
this really quick. We will bam. Okay. Um, it says post offices and this is H clubs. I don't know how I got the first part of that out, but I'm not joking, y'all, when I tell you this. There are strip clubs that have secret shops. And I am not joking you at all. That is for real, a real thing. Any kind of establishment has them. Churches, hotels, dentist office. I've seen optometrists on there. Anything you could think of. You could see like one on here. If you like blow your screen up, you'll be able to see Delta Airlines. So like you get to go into the lounge. They'll pay you whatever you had to pay to go into the lounge, and they want you to, test out that kind of experience. And so there's shops for Rolexes. As you can see here, there's a Rolex shop that's right here. So there are all different kinds of shops that are available. So never limit your mind as to like what you can or can't do. Now, how do these shops pay you? Full reimbursement is some of the shops. Like right now, I just looked. Dang, and I can't even remember which restaurant it was. Oh, it was like Texas Roadhouse or something like that. One of those steakhouse places where they don't pay you anything for the evaluation. They're just going to reimburse you for two people to have a meal. And then you still do the evaluation. And that's how you're going to get reimbursed, is because you did the evaluation. Okay. So there's some shops like that. Understand this. If you're somebody that's like, I need cash right this second, don't do the reimbursement only shops, because you're spending your money before you're getting it back. Got it? There's reimbursement plus pay. So there's some shops like a gas station shop, for example. They might tell you to pump 2 gallons of gas. They'll pay you back for the gas. And then they want you to take a couple of pictures, and then they'll pay you $10 for doing the evaluation. Okay, I'm just giving like examples. That's reimbursement plus pay. And then sometimes it's just dollar bills. So like when you go and do the Rolex shop, or you go and you view an apartment, there's nothing you have to buy. So they just pay you right off rip. Now, most companies pay via PayPal. Some of them will do direct deposit, and there are a few companies that pay via check. So some of the smaller companies still pay via check. I don't like that at all, but I still have to cash checks from people, okay? Now, each company has a different pay structure as to how you get paid and when. As I've already said, but I have to reiterate this. Know that this is not like your normal job where, every Friday, 2 weeks, you're going to get paid from every company. No, each company tells you it's your job to read and understand it. I teach you where to find all of that information along the way. Now, I know that men lie, women lie, and numbers don't. So what does that mean? I'm going to show you some different things. So this is actually me, and this, you guys can see the dates on here. So you'll know there's no like hiding or anything. This was in November of last year. I test drove a Porsche, their new EV. Actually, it's not even, well, no, it was the newest version of their EV. So I test drove that car. It took me 15 minutes to test drive. My inquiry was about 10 minutes. And then to do the evaluation took me about 12 minutes, if that. Okay, I got paid $170 within 5 days of me turning my shop in. This is just one of the examples. There are other examples. These are me going to gas stations. So yep, I do have that yellow vest on. Don't judge me. You might normally see me in a bikini, but this is a whole entire yellow vest, and I will do this over and over again. This was actually evaluating gas stations. And so they were like Mobil and Exxon gas stations. I took a couple of pictures of the pumps. If there was anything wrong with the pumps, I had to take a picture of that. So I don't do gas stations in areas that are not really nice, because that means I'm going to have to do more work that I don't want to do. Okay. And so with these, I got to pump a little bit of gas. Let me go ahead and end that. 1 second. Okay, there we go. So I pumped a little bit of gas, and then I went inside. I purchased something inside. I did the evaluation literally in my car. This whole experience, and you guys can see from each one, like it pays you 75, but then the reimbursement is why it went up to 78. This whole experience for each one of these shops took me about 13 minutes. Now, the first time I did it took about 25, but I'm just letting you see the kind of things that could happen. Now, I want to be fair and tell you this. This shop that paid $75 for each time, they're normally only $18. But it was the end of the month and they needed somebody to get it done. And I was one of those people that pay attention to the apps, and I find all the deals all the time. So I was like, I'm going. The day that I did these shops, so we're clear, I made $1,000 that day. In order for me to do that, I drove about, my first shop was about 35 minutes from my house. This is when I was in Michigan. It was about 35 minutes from my house. And I drove maybe another 45 minutes away to do all of the shops total. Okay, so I'm just giving you the real so you understand like what is possible. So, how do you get started with this? First and foremost, get a new email address. Don't make it like Andrea loves to secret shop at gmail.com. Do something simple with your name. Like, my name for everything I do is Hattie's Got You. So I'll do like Hattie's Got You with my birthday at the end at gmail.com. Do something very simple, because some of the luxury shops, if you don't have your name in the email, they're not even gonna like take you to be one of the shoppers. Okay. That's like a little tidbit that nobody else tells you, but I'm letting you know. So you want to get an email right away. You're going to apply for multiple mystery shopping companies, so mystery shopping providers. You want like 5 to 10. Now, the reason I say 5 to 10 and nothing more is because it will get so overwhelming and you'll do nothing at all. It's almost like the Cheesecake Factory. Anybody ate at the Cheesecake Factory? Okay. You know their menu. Their menu is like death. It is too many things on there. Okay. Well, you don't have to worry about that here, because what you want to do is just do 5 to 10 companies. You want to have a writing sample ready to add to your applications. Now, most people, when they're doing their applications for a secret shopping company, they do the bare minimum. I'm going to tell you to do the most, because this is why. How you do anything is how you do everything. So that even goes for like, this is random. This is me. Like not fixing your bed in the morning. That's a thing. You get up, you fix your bed, you're ready for your entire day. Okay. The way that you show up when you're leaving out of your house, if you're like, I don't care, I'm just going out here. How you do anything is how you do everything. So when you do these profiles, understand there's other people doing profiles, and there are schedulers that pick who they're going to give jobs to. They're going to give the job to the people that actually take the time to fill things out correctly. So have a writing sample ready with 5 to 10 sentences about a shopping experience that you've had. Okay, so it could be something as simple as, I walked into the store, I was greeted by a young lady. She asked me how she could help me. I told her what I was looking for. She took me over to that. I picked up an item, I took it to the register. There was a young man that was at the register. He also greeted me. He asked me about the rewards opportunity. I paid for it with my Visa. I left. Everything was good. The store was clean. It smelled good in there. Call it a day. It could be something as simple as that. Have your license and your favorite picture for your profile. So profile picture does not need to be you in a suit. But you know, I have a lot of bikini pictures. It shouldn't be me in a bikini either, right? So make sure you get excited when you're doing this too. Guys, this is not like a stressful job. Like, oh God, I have to do this. This is like, I get to. You get the opportunity to go to the stuff that you're already going to do and get paid for it. You get to. So you have to stay excited with that. Now, avoiding scams is super important. And I already touched on it a little bit, but I always come back to the things that are most important, because repetition helps. So avoid scams. Don't pay to get started with any company. Don't cash a check. Make sure to check to see if the company even has a job board. I can't say if it seems too good to be true, then it's too good. That's not the case here in secret shopping. You guys, I've literally had a job that took me 30 minutes and they paid $300 for it because they just needed it done. But then there's also been jobs where I went and did them. It was $9, but it only took me a couple minutes and I stacked them to be able to make the money that I wanted to make. And so I can't say this is too good to be true. I'll just say, make sure you check the job board. And when and if you join the community and the course, you'll be able to have other people to kind of bounce ideas off of. Okay. Now, when you decide to be a secret shopper, you're starting your own business, which is kind of cool to have something on the side, especially if something full time, because then you get to write things off. Now, gas and mileage, huge write offs, especially with things raising meals during these shops. So a lot of the shops will have like meals included, or you'll need to get a meal because you have a route full of shops that you got to do. So it's kind of like per diem for you. Parking fees, if you ever have to pay them, internet and phone use for your reports. And so if you're already paying your cell phone bill, but you now decide to be a secret shopper, well, a portion of your cell phone bill, you could actually write it off. Why? Because you need it for this business. You might need to get a new computer. Maybe you need to go ahead and get like those new, have you guys seen those Ray-Ban eyeglasses that like record? You can use those for secret shopping, and you can go ahead and write that off because of it. Any subscriptions or tools for finding shops, all those things are things that can get written off if you are a secret shopper. If you're with me right now, just tell me you're with me. I go through things pretty quick, but I just know that I want to make sure you get everything that you need in the amount of time that we have allotted. I want you to know that your mindset matters. So if you've spent any time with me ever in life, you understand that I have a complete and total positive mindset and attitude. So PMA all day, every day. I believe that you attract the life that you want based off of the way that you're thinking, and the things that you do will allow you to attract even more. So when you get into this, I need you to be thinking right. Okay. Number one, start small. I've told you about $75 shops and $170 shops. And I know that's the first thing that you want to do because that's the first thing I wanted to do. Here's what happens though. When you go to those bigger shops, they do require you to do a little bit more. You might even have to read more of the guidelines along the way. So there's a couple of things that could happen when you decide to do a huge shop at the beginning. You might get overwhelmed and decide not to even do this at all. So start with something that's simple and easy. It might only pay you 9 to 10 to $12, but do that at the very beginning so you can get your footing. The other reason you want to start small is because with a lot of the secret shopping companies, they create a pay grade schedule. Okay. So it's like from 1 to 10 is where your grade is going to be. Now, you want to get to a 10 as quickly as possible because they give you more opportunities. How do you do that? Doing simple jobs that allow that to happen. That don't take a lot of time, don't take a lot of thought process. It's in and out. Okay. You want to feel the fear and do it anyway. Fear is said to be false evidence appearing real. Here's what I know. I feel fear in a bunch of different things because I'm human. That's cool. To stay in that is crazy. Okay. Because somebody else has done it. So that means that you know that you can go ahead and get it done. Believe that this could be the answer to whatever your financial concerns are. Guys, there have been days where I literally woke up and I'm like, I got to make like $500 today. Like, I didn't know how, I hadn't planned it. Like, I just woke up knowing I got stuff that I want to take care of. I love to go see my nieces. I like to travel a lot. I love to do amazing things for my mom. So I literally woke up like, I got to make like $500 today. And I went and I sat and looked at different apps, and I was able to put $500 or $600 together because I believed that that could happen. Um, your time matters, and so don't waste it. And so here's why I'm saying this. And that all of this sounds good and you're excited. You're like, oh, this sounds good. I want to do it. When you decide to take this course and start in secret shopping, don't just quit. Like, you done wasted your time on here then. And time is the one thing that you can't get back. So if you make that decision that you want to go ahead and do it, then do it. And create goals and follow those goals. And last but not least, stay excited behind this. Everybody that's on here, you're cool. Your bills are already paid, maybe kinda, right? You have a roof over your head, maybe kinda. So you might not need this. Your back might not be completely against the wall. And so here's what happens when it's something new that takes you out of your routine. It is so exciting for the first couple of days. It's almost like a relationship. You know, that whole honeymoon phase where everything is good. Like, oh, you love the way they breathe. You're like, God, I like that breath that they give, right? Their smell. You're like, ooh, I like that scent. And then like in 2 weeks, you're like, I don't really even need that scent no more. Okay, so don't take this as that. Understand that this is about consistency, and it can grow into something you would have never imagined. And I can only say that because that's literally what happened to me. Now, we've been conditioned to think on an hourly pay range. And even those that are paid salary, y'all are paid hourly too. So calm down. Don't be like, I don't do that. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And if you really took your salary and you went ahead and divided out the hours that you really spent, you might even make less than you would ever want to admit. Okay. So I want to change your mindset from hourly to how much extra you can make in a day. So let's just start off at $25 an hour. Like if somebody saw a little side job they could do for 25,000 or $25 an hour, that's $48,000 a year. That's not bad, but if that was your full-time income, that's a struggle bus situation. Can we all agree to that? Yes. $35 a year, that's 67. Sounds okay, but you really don't even bring 67 home. I mean, if you guys can put in the chat what you really bring home when you make 67, because I want you to factor in your insurance and all of your taxes and everything. You're not bringing no 67 home. Let's go to $50 an hour, where you're almost making a six-figure income, even though you're not bringing home a six-figure income. Okay. What are the jobs usually that you have to make that? So most are like skilled positions, right? Like you really had to study. I could tell you this because my sister is a nurse practitioner now. And as a registered nurse, she was smart and helping people save lives, poking people, doing all stuff like that. She wasn't even making $50 an hour for her first jobs after going to school and spending all that time. That's crazy, especially when I started to understand the extra mindset. So we're on the extra side. So let's say you create a goal, right? You're like, okay, listen, I'm just going to make $20 a day, 5 days a week. Nothing crazy. I'm not going nuts doing this, but I just want an extra $20 a day, which could potentially pay for your gas and your food for the day if it's just you, right? That's an extra $5,000 a year. What would you do with an extra $5,000 a year? Like, would you pay off a car a little early? Would you go on a trip that you weren't going to go on? Would you pay down your credit card bills? Could this help you get debt free? Is that a possibility? Would you put money aside for your kid for them to be able to go to college or the college that they want? Well, let's keep pushing. What about $40 a day, 5 days a week? That's an extra $10,000 into your household. Now that's real money. Can we agree to that? An extra $10,000, that's more than most people's raises at their job, that they'll get like $1 extra an hour at their job. So $40 a day, that's not too bad. Where I tell people to start their threshold that really want to make some money with this, I'm like, do $50 a day, 5 days a week. Keep your weekends to your family and do whatever you want to do. $50 a day, 5 days a week, that's $13,000 extra. Guys, that is investing into a new home. If you're into crypto, that's putting money into crypto. If you're the type of person that wants to invest in other things, this is a great way to do it and have fun. You don't have to be a brain surgeon or learn a bunch of new skills to make this happen. And this, for real, is the reason why I believe this is my favorite side hustle. See, I think of my friends that do DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever, and I'm like, so you went to the store, let's say it's a Pizza Hut. You went to Pizza Hut to pick up somebody else's pizza, had to smell their food in the car, knowing that you're probably hungry because you keep smelling food. You went and picked it up from Pizza Hut. Then you drove to their house with the food, had to take them the food, and you made like $15 for that. Stuff like that sounds crazy to me. You put gas in your car to do that. So you really didn't even make $15 doing it. Guys, this is the side hustle of 2025. I believe that will go beyond because of everything that's happening in the economy. Companies are going to have to scale back on employees. And so they're going to have to find the people that are most efficient. And so this industry is just going to continuously grow and you get to be a part of it. Now, these are just some payments from last month and this month. I literally just put this bad boy together, but you could blow the screen up so you can see the dates. Like I like to make people be able to see receipts and know what's going on. The bottom little picture, you'll understand that in a minute. So just calm down and just look. So today I got $388 deposited into my PayPal. And you could see just from the last couple of days, like the deposits that I've received, right? So some of them are as low as $77, but I mean, to get almost $400 from secret shopping. And I could tell you guys what shops that was. I went into Home Depot and Lowe's. And no lie, these shops took about an hour, okay? I got paid $75 for it, but let me tell y'all what I did. I took pictures of price tags. I literally was in the appliance section. So it was the stoves, washer, dryer, refrigerator, and dishwasher. So they're all in one area, right? And I took pictures of the price tags. That was it. I was listening to music, dancing, and talking on the phone while I did it. I get $75 to literally spend time being me, like dancing around. Not a bad situation at all. So it's time to get started. And showed you the viability. I told you what it takes to be able to get started. If you decide to go Google, go do that. I'm down for it. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta lock in your spot. You gotta make a decision to make some money ASAP. And you gotta share this with your friends. And the reason I say share it with your friends is because when your friends start thinking differently, it helps you too. And you are the people that you spend time with, right? I have learned in these years the importance of my circle, and I've literally limited my time with people that don't think the way I think. Whether it's right or wrong, I only want to be around people that believe that they're money magnets and there's always a way to win. Like, money is not hard to make. And if you've ever talked to me, I've said that. It's like not hard to make. And the only reason money is hard to make is because you have the nerve to believe that. You do. And I just don't. Like, not even a piece of me. I'm like, yeah, there's ways, there's opportunities to do that. And so, how we do this is you take my course. My course is $179 to be able to take the beginner's course. I walk you through, I show you how to make that money back in a day if you do exactly what I tell you to do, or you could not. And if you don't, I would be like, that's on you. Here's what's cool about my course. When you take this course, if you decide like that was a waste of my money, I will give you every penny back and then some. Why do I do that? Because I'm not doing this because I just want your money. Like, yeah, my time is valuable, so I'm going to make sure I get paid for my time. But I really have a cost to this because you don't pay attention to what's free. It's like in a relationship. When somebody just gives you something without you earning it, what do? You take it for granted. And so through these years of me helping my friends, and I've helped multiple friends of mine before I had started my course, I had told my friends about it. They weren't like all the way engaged. I even showed a couple of my friends how to do it. They didn't pay attention. The minute that they took the course, guess what happened? They were different. And they've all been making money since, which was my main goal, was to make sure my people around me are making money. Now I do have a special. Watch to the very end. You'll see what the special is. So it could save you a couple of dollars if you want to do that. Let me say this before I go into the second portion. Well, not second, last portion. If you decide that you are excited and you want to do this and you share it with anybody that decides to take my course, which they'll get access to the masterclass, if that happens, I will give you a $20 referral fee. Whether that means I take that off the price of your course or I just go ahead and Cash App you, PayPal you, Zelle you, whatever, $20, I'll do that. Why do I do that? Because I want us to win together. Like, I've never been the type of person that wants to make money by myself. So I'm like, if you help me grow, I'm going to make sure that your pockets grow at the exact same time. So what I have now is a couple of people that are making money with this. These are real people, real time. These are individuals that at first I told them about this and they didn't do anything. And so I had them take the course and it changed everything for them. And so I want you to hear their stories. They say facts tell and stories compel, and it'll compel you to understand why you need this in your life. So we're going to hear from Miss Pam Pacheco first and foremost. I'll put her Instagram handle in the chat so you can go follow her, see if she's a real person and what's going on. So let's hear from Pam.
What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Pamela Pacheco. I'm a serial entrepreneur, influencer, business coach, and I am so grateful that I learned mystery shopping from Hadi Atu during a time that my business was not doing the best and I needed a few extra $100. And sometimes when I needed a few $1,000s, this was able to give me that and some. And not only did I make that additional stream of income, but I just got the peace I needed. I made great friends because of it. And now I have a skill set that I can always use, whether I just want to buy something or I have an extra project that I'm working towards. I know that I can always rely on mystery shopping. If you're somebody that just wants more out of life, you want more flexibility, you want more financial peace, you want an additional stream of income, you want to meet more people, you want to just get around a positive environment, but you want to develop new and better skill sets, definitely take this course. I highly recommend this course for anybody and everybody. So remember, Heidi's got you.
So that was Pam the plug. This is my friend Keith. So most people think that secret shopping is just for ladies. It's not, although I have testimonies from multiple different women. I have also mentored and coached men to do this. This is a former NFL player who also has multiple different businesses, and Keith has found a way to make this work in his life too.
What's going on? What's going on? This is Keith Willis. I live in the DMV area, and I'm very fortunate to know Hadi for almost 10 years now, and super grateful to be working with her. She has definitely helped me add a lot of value to my life with the secret shopping, something I didn't even know that existed. Well, actually, I heard about it, but I didn't know if it was like really a real thing. And, I already do public speaking for a living. I got a high school recruiting service where we educate families to get their sons in college through football and other sports. But I had a lot of downtime during the middle of the day, so I was trying to figure something out to do with it other than my businesses. And she introduced secret shopping to me. It's been a huge value add. I sold so far after the first couple of months I've been working with her. I've been probably averaging a little bit about $700-800 extra a month. Money I don't even touch, money that just goes strictly to paying off bills or whatever the case may be. So I'm super grateful for that. If anybody thinking about doing this, definitely do it because it's fun. I get to learn a lot about my market where I live at, and also I can do it anywhere in the country when I travel. So I'm super grateful for that, and hopefully you get to join the family.
And then I want you to hear from Linda. Linda's a little bit more mature. And the reason I'm showing this with you or sharing this with you is because I want you to know that I've helped college students with this. I've helped, middle-aged individuals do this. I've had people that are in their 60s do this. I've had people that didn't have a job, people that are super busy. And Linda actually was my friend through my travel club. And then she started flipping houses. In this last year and a half, like she couldn't flip a couple of her houses and it was smashing her. And so she was like, I've got to take your course and I got to understand how this works. And so secret shopping has been huge for her during this downtime.
Hi there, my name is Linda and I am actually driving. I do a lot of that these days, but I just wanted to do a quick video and let you know that if you are considering, even in the slightest bit, doing some secret shopping to earn some extra money, my girl Hadiatu has the best program around. Like she does classes, group classes with lots of people to get you started, and then she does one-on-one. She has become a lifetime friend of mine. She really came at a time that I was struggling and needed to make some extra cash. And she has a lot of tips and tricks as far as which ones pay well and when they come around, and she is just a great support system to have. Her Secret Shopper CEO Academy is really just phenomenal. I recommend it all the time. I have friends joining. I have people who have left corporate America as myself, and they are grateful. If you're afraid of getting started, it's scary. It is. It's scary. But I've had friends that were just afraid to take on ones, and now they're super excited. They go out, they go to dinner, they get paid. They get paid to do the things that they would normally do. And some of them are even able to quit their 9-to-5 and do this full time. I've heard comments like, I'm addicted. I get invites all the time. Hey, I got to go do this shop over at this fancy restaurant. Want to join me for dinner and drinks? It's like, sure. So we kind of support each other and help each other out. And again, I just wanted to get on here and say that the Secret Shopper CEO with Hadi was just something that truly helped me support what I needed, financially. So if it's something you're looking to do just for fun, just to get out of the house, or truly need the extra income, I would highly recommend you joining and, create some long-lasting relationships. All right, bye for now. Thanks.
And last but not least, this is my girl that made $10,000 a month. I never made $10,000 a month, but my girl did it, and I helped her. Like, I literally guided her through the process. And so if you're the type of person that's like, I need to make a bunch, I can show you how to do that. I know exactly the companies you should work with and for and how to make it happen.
Hey guys, my name is Myra Taylor. I am a corporate America worker, but not only corporate America, the government. One of the biggest of them all, right? But even though I was where everyone aspired to be, it was not putting enough zeros in my bank account. So I'm here to tell you guys how secret shopping has helped me, okay? I was introduced to this by Hadiatu Dunboya, and what I love most of all, not only that it add more zeros to my bank account, but it also poured a little bit more into me and in depth of what I wanted out of life. The best thing about this course is that it gave me step by step instructions where I could not mess it up. I could not mess up a given system, a proven system that showed me great results. Set a goal and I met it. If I was told a goal, I wouldn't have believed it, but I was able to make over $10,000 in 1 month.
So I show you that stuff because I feel like it's important. And Myra, like, I'm just showing you like random stuff that she had done. When she did that, um, she was doing little, like there were some of the jobs that were just little. And this is just so you know, this is for like one company that she worked with. So she was making a couple of dollars here and there, but those couple of dollars just kept adding up and adding up and adding up. And you know, it allowed me to know that it was real. And I'm the type of person that I like to see proof and I get excited behind other people winning. And now, because you watch the very end, you could actually do the beginner's course for 149 instead of the 179. That's why I said watch the very end. I have a picture there of me and my nieces because, you know, my ultimate for me is to be able to have the time to be very integral in the people that are important to me in their lives. And my nieces don't live by me. And so, you know, because I'm able to make money whenever I go see them, I literally get to go visit them whenever I want. And of course, I like to do the matching outfits. Don't judge me. I'm 43 wearing the same outfit as a 7-year-old. And but that's what I want. I want a life where it is literally designed based upon the things that I want to do in life, not on what somebody else tells me to do. So again, beginner's course 149 instead of 179. Now, if you're looking at it and you're like, I don't have that, that's why you need to do this, because you're in a first world nation and you're a full entire adult being on here right now. And so if you feel like you can do this without paying for the course, go figure it out. I will applaud you along the way and say, do your thing. However, you cannot come back to me without paying for the course for me to help you through the process. That's your job. You make that investment into yourself. Okay? You got it? Tell me you got it. Now, I do have a special offer for those that are the masterclass attendees and those of you guys that are watching this recording for right now. You enroll today for just $150. You'll get a free travel discount voucher, which would mean you'll get a hotel stay. You will have to only pay the taxes. Okay, so it's like a 4-day, 3-day, 3-night, or 4-night. I can't remember which one it is. I'll find out and I'll email it to you. You'll get a hotel voucher to multiple different locations. It's 3-star and above hotels that you get to pick from. The first 10 signups will get an exclusive bonus training on high paying jobs. And so, you know, when I do the course, I go through the course and teach you the basics. It's a beginner's course. If you go ahead and say you're one of the first 10 people to get started, I'll go through how to get the high paying jobs and how I literally have had $500, $600, $700 days. Like, what are the different things that I've done? And you can start, you know, right away and start earning right away. Now, the class will be on Sunday. It's Sunday at 3 p.m. It is like an hour and a half to 2 hours. The reason that it takes that long is because I literally walk you through everything so you can't mess it up. Okay. I want to make sure that you are set up to win and your foundation is everything. So I make sure you have that. Now, the link will be ready like literally 3 minutes after we get off of here. You'll be able to go on the site, the same site that you registered, and you'll be able to see the course. You could go ahead and get started. If you are going to refer people, and so you're like, I want to wait a couple of days so I could go ahead and get referrals, that's cool. You just might not be part of the first 10. So that is completely and totally up to you. Everybody that registered today, I'm sending them this email, so they're going to be able to watch it and they can make their decision from there. Got it? Cool. My goal, and then I'm done. My goal is for you to live. I don't know why you came on here today. You might have just came because you're like, I don't know what she's doing. Let me see what it is. Okay, cool. So whatever you wanted out of this at the beginning, I hope you got it. My ultimate is to get to the point where I really do have a solid circle of people that don't have to check in. And what that means is if they want to take some extra days off of work, they can because they have the extra money. My goal is for people to be present with and for the people that mean the most in their lives at my age. I feel very different about family, more than I ever have before. And I'm so grateful. You know, both my parents are healthy and living, but I know that it's not for forever. So my goal is to give people that time. Last but not least, I want you to go see the world. You know, I've been blessed to go to well over 30 different countries because I took a leap of faith. I tried something different years ago, and because I did that, it made me very open to try other things. Like, I'm not scared for opportunities. I'm like, I'll try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I have that mentality because I took a leap of faith years ago. And so this ends up being like your first leap of faith. Like, this is pretty small, but if it ends up being that, that'd be really cool. And if it's not, I'd be okay with that too. You know, the most important thing is that you got something from this, that you were able to see a way that you could do the things that you want to do in life, get some extra money behind it, meet some cool people along the way. So at the very end of this, you either like it or you don't. You're like, yeah, this makes sense. Or like, nah, girl, this sounds crazy. I don't want to do it. I feel like I just wasted a couple of minutes of my time. Either way, I appreciate you fully. I really do. So we are done. That was it. I think it was pretty painless, right? Like, it wasn't even a full hour of your night. So you could still go and enjoy your night, which is what I definitely plan to do. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you again for hopping on here and seeing how you could turn your everyday errands into making some significant side income.